Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Buds. You join me for another Lego haul video. If you're a big fan of Lego haul videos, we've got a couple mounting up now, so do check out that playlist. And while you're there, also subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. So this is actually 2 trips to the Lego stores worth of Lego, and also a box that we've received from Lego Order at Home. So I'm going to do it all in one video because it's like the last 2 weeks worth of shopping. And it seems silly to do two videos. Obviously, I've been shopping at the Lego store recently because it's been the double VIP points. So it's always good to get some Lego purchasing in whilst that's happening. So we'll start with the big bag at the back. Now, you'll be relieved to hear that I didn't go crazy purchasing minifigures this time. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you like minifigures. But it was probably better for my bank balance that we didn't. So let's get this bag open. Right, so we've got some road base plates here. These are the curves and junctions, I think they call them. Or crossroads, curves and crossroads. And they had loads of these in the store. In fact, when I went to try and get the straights, all they had was curves on both piles, which was a bit frustrating. Now, I don't know if you're aware that the rumour, well, I'm not sure if it's a rumour still. I think it's definitely confirmed that these are going away. These are being retired. And obviously when we're starting out building a Lego city, that's quite unnerving for us because we don't have any yet and we're about to start creating a city. The new plate system that's coming out does look quite nice, and also for us with a slightly smaller Lego room, them being thinner, not as wide, is good because it means that we can get more into our city. So we're not 100% sure that we won't be using that new system. The thing that worries us is the fact that they're plates, not base plates. So we figured it was better to have the options. So we're trying to get as many of the road base plates as we need before they go end of life, and then we'll check out the new system when it comes. So we've got 3 curves there because we already have a curve, and we've only got 4, I think, in our current plan. I did ask the lady if she could check out back for some of the straights, and I did manage to pick some up. So she brought one out, and well, she brought the whole box out. I think she was planning to stock the shelves because I'd pointed out that they didn't have any there, and they'd got the wrong ones in its place. So she handed me one and had the box to put out, and I said, no, I want the whole box, please, and also, do you have any more out back? Which they didn't, which is a shame. So I've only got the 10 so far, and I think we're going to need probably about 15 maybe. So on my second trip back to the Lego store, I did try and get some more, but they were still out of stock. So I don't know if that's an indication that these are retiring very soon. But it is what it is. Now, if you're going to buy 13 of these road plates, they're about £10 in the UK. So the current offers in the Lego store were £100 spend. So that easily took me over that limit. So I do have some of the free promos here. So that first one is the Mindstorms 40413 mini robots. And so they've launched a new Mindstorms pack, and it's like 300 odd quid, I think, £300, maybe 330. I wasn't checking. So it's quite expensive. And I don't think it's really something we're going to be investing in. I mean, Ian used Mindstorms at university for his final year project. He made a garbage collector out of it, which apparently is doing really well on YouTube. So I'm quite jealous that he's had so many views. But I don't think there's going to be a need for Mindstorms in our city. It's unlikely we're going to get that big set, but you know, free Lego, the mini robots, it looks quite a sweet set. And the good thing about this is that you can build all 5 of those models at once, which I find it very frustrating when you get something where there's 2 different builds, but you have to destroy one to make the other. I can't decide which one I want, and it really does frustrate me. So this is at least good that you don't have that. I'm kind of seeing this more as a part pack, because we're not going to build these and put them in our city. But then there's some nice pieces in there, especially the sort of teal coloured. I do like that colour. So it's likely that some of the bits may make an appearance in our city. There was also a poly bag available. I think it spends over £40. Now this is a build your own sort of vehicles, I think, poly bag. So you can build a rocket, maybe a robotic horse, is that? I'm not sure. And like a little aeroplane. And actually it's such a small poly bag. There's nothing really of value in there, I don't think. So it's unlikely we're going to make that one. Maybe we'll give this to Leah as a stocking filler at Christmas. She's massively into building her own creations, which I think is lovely. It's definitely something that I'm not very good at. So a few more supplies for her would definitely help. We also did pick a brick, and I got 2 cups worth. Unfortunately, because I needed to then go to the Lego store again, I don't have those pick a brick cups packed to show you. I did take a quick photo, and then I really enjoyed emptying them into this container here. So there's a lot in there. I'll just go through what pieces we've got. So we've got some clear window panels. These are for the museum that Ian's thinking about doing for those dinosaur fossils. Got a whole bunch of these 2x2 brown windows. That is a possible idea to de-orangify the Diagon Alley Weasley's Wizard Wheezes build. I saw these, the 1x2 trans dark blue maybe tiles, and I thought those look great for any sort of water that we want to do to add sort of some shine. So I went a bit overboard with those, got nearly a whole cup's worth, I think. It being Halloween at the moment, I got some cobwebs and some spiders. Seemed rude not to, really. A couple of cheese slopes in trans and normal orange. They had these, the little telescope pieces, in sort of a sand green, and I thought they'd be quite nice for some fencing maybe on a build. A couple of gold cones again for decoration. Some dark orange 1x1 tiles, and we haven't really got a decision on whether we're going to be tiling our city pavements or anything. I mean, we don't even know if we're going to be extending them, because you see a lot of people use the modulars, and then because they're using the road base plates, they're then extending the pavement out to sort of meet the road. We're not sure if we're going to do that, because again, we want to save some space. So we might be moving our modulars forward onto those base plates if we do use them. So I'm not sure we do need some tiling, but they were an interesting colour. I've got a rogue circular brick in trans. I think that was probably in with those 1x2s. So I didn't order that, but you know, no harm in it. I think that's everything in the pick-a-brick that we got. So we're kind of enjoying doing the pick-a-brick. Although when I went, they did say that they were getting a new delivery in that afternoon, and they gave us the list of all the things that were coming in. But I couldn't wait. I had to go home for that. Before that, so we sort of tried to digest that list, and they don't use part numbers. It's very frustrating. So trying to work out exactly what pieces were coming was a bit of a nightmare. But there was some that we really wanted, so that's why I went back again. And turns out that half of them didn't actually arrive, so that was a bit frustrating. So I think I'm going to need to start phoning my local Lego store a bit more, just to check before I go. So this week's haul. Oh, and my free scoop was a whole bunch more of these whole bunch more. So that's still in the bag. So this week's Pick a Brick is here. So we got quite a lot of the light blue flowers, because you can't have too much flowers, I think, in a city. And we hadn't seen those on the Pick a Brick wall before, so in fact they didn't have it on the wall, they had it out back, but that was good. Quite a few of these olive green, these are limb elements, so tree pieces, and some sort of grassy pieces that maybe Ian could use for the underwater scene. And then some of the yellow limb elements as well. So we're essentially thinking about trees for our city and adding a bit more variety. They had these profile bricks in dark tan or sand yellow, apparently, if you're using the Lego names. And that's something I find really frustrating, is all these different names for things. So we got a whole bunch of those in this cup, loads of those. Got some of the yellow arches, some sand green 1x2s and 1x4 plates, some green flowers in there, don't know if you can see that, and then I just randomly picked these blue 1x6 plates, I think they are, just because I thought it would add a nice splash of colour to a modular if we were going to build a modular. So yeah, an interesting mix. Not what we'd gone in for some bricks because we want to start building this modular, and they just didn't have any of the bricks, so it was a bit frustrating. For my free scoop, I thought, what's the best thing to get in a free scoop? It's probably something that you're not actually able to get in your cups very easily, something that's not very easy to fit in. So I went for some plates, actually, because I figured if you put those in your cup, that's going to fill your cup quite a lot, whereas a free scoop, they're quite generous, actually, so I thought I'd go for that. I think that worked quite well. And I guess that's to fill in any sort of water areas that we're planning on doing, or add a bit more texture to the sea. Yeah, I haven't really got a plan. Right, let's just open that Lego Order at Home box. And I don't know if you've noticed how big a box it is, but it doesn't weigh very much at all. I'm pretty sure I know what this is going to be, and I think I'm opening this purely to show you how big the packaging is for what's inside. I don't know if Lego don't have jiffy bag type things, whether they only have boxes, but it just seems an excessively large box for... there's some packaging, some more packaging, and wait for it. There you go. It's literally one Mario character pack in that box. So, poor show Lego, I feel. That could have been packaged better, I think. Seems a bit of a waste. And the reason we got that is Ian's been going through the Bricks and Pieces catalogue and looking at all the new pieces for 2020. And I think he's placed a £90 order, so he's got quite a lot of fancy pieces due to turn up. But he couldn't get free delivery for some reason. I think generally the Bricks and Pieces normally has a £2 delivery charge, and he didn't seem willing to pay it, so he added one of those on, and it bumped it up to free delivery apparently. So that then came on its own, and we're still waiting on the Bricks and Pieces order. That will be another brick haul at some point, so I can show you the exciting stuff he's got, and I can look myself because he did it on his own. He didn't really involve me, and I'm a bit sad because I don't think he got me any pandas, and I really wanted some pandas. So yes, that's our Lego haul for today. I have to say I am really enjoying going to the Lego store with all my free time now I don't have a job, but at the same time it's not a good thing to do when you don't have a job, because you can't afford to buy any of it. So maybe that won't continue very long once the money runs out. So what do you think of all of these sets? What do you think of that promo? Are you buying the road base plates just in case they retire? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.